Good day. This is meteorologist Kyle Gallagly coming to you from the 24/7 Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center. Time is about 13Z on the 14th of July, 2022. This is a brief overview of tropical activity in the eastern Pacific Ocean. From the National Hurricane Center, we have Hurricane Darby here out in the central part of the ocean, approaching 140 west longitude, moving to the west. And we have this other area of interest here, Invest 96E, which is outlooked as having a high likelihood of tropical cyclone formation over both the next 48 hours as well as the next 5 days. First, we'll take a look at Hurricane Darby. The latest satellite image shows fairly well-organized system still at this time. However, the system has reached its peak intensity and will begin weakening fairly rapidly over the next couple of days as it continues to the west. See the eye still seen on satellite images just passing 140 west at this time, and the system will continue off to the west. Here is the latest forecast track. You see the latest advisory has the system as a 95 knot hurricane, but we are forecasting fairly rapid weakening over the next 48 hours or so, with the system likely dropping below criteria for remaining an officially classified tropical cyclone by late on the 16th, before the system passes safely south of the Big Island of Hawaii and continues west from there while gradually dissipating. Farther to the east, here we have Invest 96E in the vicinity of about 10.5 degrees north latitude, 98 west longitude. Convection still fairly disorganized, but has been showing signs of persisting and gradually becoming better organized over the last several hours. And that trend is expected to continue over the next couple of days with favorable conditions for further organization and eventually development into a tropical cyclone. The latest ensemble guidance from the ECMWF here on the left and GEFS here on the right, both in fairly good agreement with the system tracking generally to the northwest over the next 3-4 days or so, before beginning to recurve more westerly as we get into the longer range. Also with varying degrees of organization. So these are a little bit more zoomed in for the next 5 days. You see the ECMWF has a system possibly reaching up to a 50 to 60 knot system. Some of the members here as we get into the 3-4 day time frame, while the GEFS is a bit more aggressive with the system developing likely into hurricane strength by that same time. Lastly, we'll take a look at the latest GFS model run here from our in-house product. You have Hurricane Darby over here to the left, and over here you'll see Invest 96E start to spin up to the right. Go forward in time, you see Darby to the west pretty much dissipates, weakens into an open trough this is on the 17th, and then it's out of the way. Going back to the east, Invest 96E. You see here as we get into the 16th, this is 16 to 12Z, the GFS has a close circulation here at about 14 north and 103 west. Continue forward another 24 hours, this is 17 12Z, more significant deepening down into the 990s millibar pressure wise. And then continuing into the longer range, continuing to develop and eventually moving more west out into the open ocean. This would be in line with the ensemble guidance, likely at hurricane strength at this time, if this pans out exactly. But just going back to the beginning, could be some impacts to the main shipping lanes between the Panama Canal and the west coast of the United States or Canada, as well as from the Far East. Ships heading to the Far East or coming from the Far East toward the Panama Canal could see some disruption to their transit, likely mostly in this time frame, 17th, 18th, with some enhanced conditions, and depending on the exact track, potential route alterations being required to maintain safe berth, depending on how this pans out. But it's something that we'll be keeping a very close eye on here over the next few days. Thank you for watching. I'm meteorologist Kyle Gallagly. Stay connected and safe.